Cinema is dying, and nobody cared. Popular podcaster and pundit Scott Galloway published an article on his newsletter No Mercy, No Malice recently. Galloway proclaims the end of blockbuster cinema, and that all these workers are going to be replaced by AI. Galloway's takes are that of a businessman. Among the Hollywood community, his take that the writer's strike was pointless is beyond outrageous. Yet, when we enter the People's Republic of the Spotify comments section, this is no longer the case. With everything going on in this country, with the Daily Caller calling for violence against left-wing voters or just Democrats, and you're writing about this. Seems kind of tacky. More succinctly, boring. Personally, I find Galloway's takes bland, but difficult to dispute. AI is going to change Hollywood, and Paramount CEO David Ellison seems to have a strategy for how. As someone who just graduated college with a film degree, where the jobs are going is important to me. This boring comment points to a different place that the jobs are going. Jobs are going to whoever has the most attention. That is obvious at this point. We live in an attention economy. Dubai chocolate, Labubu, Cocomelon. Post-pandemic and post-2010s and also post-1950s with the advent of television, Hollywood cinema is simply no longer at the center of our culture. You used to hear that politics is downstream from culture, but I think that's flipping. I think culture is becoming downstream from politics. What you think of the new Superman movie is unlikely to influence your politics. But your politics are pretty likely to influence what you think of the new Superman movie. Joe Rogan has on Matthew McConaughey. What does the first comment say? Rip Charlie Kirk. Then, I love Charlie button here. Then, I recommend getting off social media, everyone. Life is much simpler. Most problems we have today are because of it. Duh. Then, have Jamie on as a guest. Just think about that for a second. Joe Rogan's audience is more interested in hearing from his producer, most famous for pulling things up, Googling, than they are from one of the most famous actors in the world. About time for Candace Owens again, been way too long. You get the idea. In order for cinema to exist, there needs to be an audience. Yet that audience, sadly myself included, is migrating toward online political content. Film is becoming a niche interest, while content is the fixation of everyone. I guess what I'm saying is that I can imagine a future where you suggest to your friend, hey, we should go see a movie this weekend. They look at you and say, movie? That stuff is AI generated, which is probably true because David Ellison has replaced all the VFX artists with ChatGPT 7, and then your friend goes back to watching Nick Fuentes versus 20 Jews surrounded on Jubilee. Getting political doesn't really seem to be saving movies either. Eddington flopped earlier this summer, and while the film community is quite excited about One Battle After Another, I saw it, it's good, that audience is going to be nowhere near enough to recoup the film's $150 million budget. Maybe if all the people watching Candace Owens decided to go out to the movies. But escapism is hard. This isn't a complete thought as much as it's a sad prediction. I hope this doesn't come to pass. I hope there are movies that we can all go to together again. But more and more it's seeming to be true. It's not that there will never be a big Marvel movie again. It's that more and more big Marvel movies are going to be secondary to what the fuck did Trump do today? Or when Trump is dead, Gavin Newsom or Kanye West.